Hey guys, and welcome back to another vlog. I just wanted to start off this vlog by saying please be vocal with me, whether that's in Twitter. So my Twitter is @RayRayWolfie, so capital R, small AE, capital R, small AE, capital W, small OLFIE, and down in the comments as well, just with what videos you want to see, what kind of content you want to see. It's Tuesday today and I started a vlog. I did start one yesterday but my camera died, and then ever since then I've been kind of like, I just done a vlog the other week there and I don't want to do another one and I don't want to become really repetitive, but right now there's not much exciting going on in my life other than I've got this new job. But other than that, there's absolutely hee-haw going on in my life, and I'm like, I don't know what to post. And I was gonna do a video about, you know, job interview and job application tips when you're disabled, but that's not really me and it's not really my content, and I always preach about I'm not going to film something that I wouldn't watch myself. And I was going to do like a kind of like catch up, a life update kind of catch up, but then I thought, I don't know if that video would be very long or substantial, and I'm like, I could just put everything in a vlog, but would anybody find that interesting? Would it be boring? So please let me know, because if I don't want my vlogs to become repetitive as well, because I had work yesterday, which was Monday, and it went really well. I was in for the full 4.5 hours, got all my equipment sorted, the IT guy's lovely. My headphones suck. Like, I don't know what Access to Work was thinking. I asked the man to get headphones that would work in tandem with a telephone and JAWS, and he got me, I mean, apparently they look really cool, but visual wise they look cool, but feeling them wise they feel really flimsy and crap. So and the sound quality is excuse me, it's horrible. But I'm seeing my friend on Saturday and he has a pair he no longer uses, and it might be a pair that I could benefit from. But until then, I'm filming this on Tuesday. I've got work again Wednesday. It's to make up for the fact I couldn't work last week because my equipment still hadn't came in. I fixed that problem now. It was something really stupid like Sight and Sound, the supplier. I called them up and I just wanted a little update, and they said, oh yeah, it hasn't been shipped yet because the person that ordered my equipment had to basically tick a box saying we agree to the terms and conditions, and they hadn't done that yet, and that's why it hadn't been shipped out. Really, really stupid stuff, but I'm so glad I managed to call up and get that fixed. So that's all done now, so hopefully I'm getting into a routine. I am now able to, like yesterday, I can 90% make out what my taxi driver's saying, and I'm getting more familiar with him, and I think he's getting more familiar with me, which is great. So I am getting myself into like more of a routine. I also got to meet one of our new staff members yesterday. She was really nice. She loves tea as much as I do, and so yeah, I'm slowly but surely getting there. You know, there's going to be problems. So we got all my equipment sorted out. That was one problem fixed, but we came to another hurdle, which is Learn Pro. It's not, well, I find it's not accessible with JAWS at all. Because it's for sighted people, you know, it's supposed to be like PowerPoints and looking attractive to the sighted folk. Sorry if I'm in a weird frame here, my arm is getting sore, so I've propped my elbow up in my knee. I hope I'm still in frame. I think I am, I hope I am. But because it's in a kind of like PowerPoint type of situation, JAWS is recognising it as a picture and not as text, so sometimes it reads it, sometimes it's just very temperamental, and my people can't be coming up to me and helping me every time. I have to like click the next button. So the training manager came in and I said to her, I'm sorry, I'm so difficult. And she's like, no, you're not difficult. Nobody is difficult, you're just unique. So she said she would, because there was no way, Learn Pro is quite a license. So she says it's not even that we could like download it ourselves and put it into a compatible format, or we could give you as a book, and then my pedal could scan it in it and read it. She says because it's licensed, this is the way you get it and that's it. But I said to her, and she said to me as well, you know, I'm not the first, nor will I be the last visually impaired person that's, you know, had to do Learn Pro. So she's going to contact them and say, you know, this is the situation, what do you recommend? So I'm hoping that'll get resolved before I go back in tomorrow, because if I go back in tomorrow and that still hasn't been resolved, it will be a case of like, what can I do? Because I can't really move on with any proper work until I do the Learn Pro and read the policies and procedures. So hopefully that's why I'm really keen to go into work. I just kind of want to get started and be able to just go in and be like, right, today I'm going on to Learn Pro and I'm reading the policies and procedures and just get on with that. And then once that's done, I can get on with work. And my manager was talking about as well, the databases, they might not play nice with JAWS, but I'm going to try my hardest. And even if she says if they don't and we can't find a way around it, sure, there's plenty of other things I could be doing in the office. But it's like a learning curve for them as well as me. They've never had somebody that's been blind or visually impaired, and so they don't, it's a learning curve for everyone, and right now it is very touch and go, and so I'm very eager to just kind of get into a routine. And I look forward to the day when I can just like breeze into the office, sit down and just be a boss and know exactly what I'm doing and just command the environment around me. But as I'm only going in once a week usually, and I'm only in for 4.5 hours, it might be a little while before that happens. But I am really enjoying work. I was shattered yesterday, only slept 3.5 hours and didn't get up till 10:30 this morning. It shows you how tired I was. But yeah, that's all I done yesterday. I worked. And then today is like the only day, other than Sunday, I've got nothing on today. So I just cleaned the bathroom, hoovered. It was at Silver Birch Garden Centre, as you've seen many times in my vlogs, and I bought my first house plant. So here she is. Her name is Angel because she is an angel wing species, and why I got her is it's a feeling thing. Her leaves they feel like, I've got a blue suede skirt and they feel exactly like that. They're very suedey and silky, and every time I pass her I have to, oh, this one doesn't feel as suedey. That's interesting. Every time I pass her I have to stroke her. And the really cool thing about this plant as well, if you can't see, is she's not your typical green plant. She is a very, very light silver white colour. So very much something you would find in like some sort of a fantasy garden. I don't know. The plants down in Silver Birch are so cool. There's like a kind of grass, and it looks like something you would find in the forest on the planet Pandora in Avatar. It was like blue and silver, and it's just my knee. I'm not really a plant person, that's my mum. I've never really been a plant person, but after going into Silver Birch and seeing all the cool plants, it's like I'm coming up with ideas in my head now. Like, if I really wanted to get into gardening, I'd want a theme for my garden. So I'd either go down the prehistoric route, so I'd make my garden look as if dinosaurs would be roaming about it, you know, the big kind of like palm-like trees and the big huge flowers, or I'd go down more of a kind of fairy garden kind of route, or like I was just saying there, a kind of like Pandora garden kind of route. So all my plants are like silvery or blue or just really it's fantasy, but it's like sci-fi fantasy, whereas like the fairy garden's like high fantasy, if that makes sense. I don't know, I just thought that was really cool. You know, I don't have my own house and my own garden, but it's just, let's face it, I am my mum 20 years later, so my mum's obsessed with her garden. She's a green finger, so I'm more than likely, you know, by the time I'm 46, I'm going to start taking an interest in my own garden, and by then I will have my own garden. So it's much later now, I'm in my 90, no shame, and yeah, I never really think about it, the fact that I'm in my jammies and I post it on the internet, but I'm not really bothered by that kind of stuff. And I've made my pieces. I've got pieces, chicken pieces and some strawberries for my lunch tomorrow, and I just popped in a spiced apple cold brew. I got really excited. I've got spice on the brain because today's the 31st of August, which means tomorrow's the 1st of September. I kept thinking the whole of today was the 1st of September, and I was like, yay, happy 1st of September, it's pumpkin and jumper and candle and thigh high or knee high boot season. And then I was like, I usually get like a big load, like all my bills come out during the start of the month, and I'm like, why are all my bills not been paid off? And I was like, that's strange. Because I know England had a bank holiday, Scotland don't get it. Although you would think they did with all the adverts everywhere. Every time I hear the advert on the radio, I'm just screaming at it going, it's not a bank holiday! But yeah. Where was I going with this? Oh gosh, I went on a massive tangent there. Anyway, basically, I was excited because it was the 1st of September, which means pumpkin spice latte season. I know, I'm a very basic bitch. But I do love pumpkin spice latte. It's not even just Starbucks. Last year I tried the Marks and Spencer one, and honest to goodness, it tastes exactly like Starbucks. Honestly, so if you can't get your hands on Starbucks one, but you can M&S, try it. When I go in for pole class on Thursday, I'm gonna either ask Mum to go into M&S or go in with her, depending on when she does it, to see if they've actually got the syrup in store, because if they do, I am buying a bottle. Hey guys, I am back from pole now. Let me tell you, I hate weekdays. It's like, sometimes I wish I could go out to pole, have an awesome time at pole class, come back home and then just, you know, potter around and do the things I want to do. No, I have to come back to like 3 missed calls and text messages, and by the time I come back as well, it's like, I've got half an hour to do everything before like the working day finishes and get back to all these people, and it's like, oh, I hate people that only work 9 to 5, and because that's when I'm out and about and catch, and I'm sure everyone else at works is the same. It's, yeah. So, spent ages catching up with people and trying to fit people in, but pole was really good. I have made a little bit of improvement with my invert. I now realise that I need to tip my shoulders and head back further, and I was spinning too much as well. I think I was too far away from the pole, but there was times when my foot caught in the pole, I actually had a grip on it. I just couldn't, I don't know, I just times literally when I'm hanging there I'm like, no, and I just couldn't get it, but it is an improvement, so we'll just need to keep practicing it. And she was really impressed with my lie back as well and what have you. So, and I got to do my, because Maddie was spotting me and everything, I got to do my leg hang, my Scorpio leg hang. So once I practiced more at home and try to get up into an invert without Maddie spotting me, because I even said to Maddie, I said, is she like lifting me up? And she says no, she's literally just holding me to give me that extra split second so I can like pull my leg up. So if I just keep working at it, I'll do well. And yeah, we didn't go anywhere. I just grabbed a sandwich, got my pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks, and Mum went to the garden centre to get more plants because she's decided the tulips she's going to like put winter plants on top. on top of it and then the bulbs underneath, so that when the bulbs come through it'll like push away the dead winter plants or something like that. So I picked them because it'll be my wee plot. So I picked some lemon fizzies, which look like they look like, to me they look like little ferns, but when I show you them later you'll be like, they're not ferns, but they feel like ferns to me, and they smell like lemon tea. And I picked some lavender because I thought lemon and lavender would go really nice together. And then I picked these grass thingy-bobbers. They just feel really fluffy. They feel like some sort of Shih Tzu that's got long hair and it's had its hair all done. So yes, very tactile feeling and smelling. Hello, I'm all decked out in my gym gear next to my pole because I thought I'd show you some of my pole moves I've been doing. Because I've been back to pole, as you guys know, and I haven't been practicing, so I thought this gives me the excuse to practice and to show you what I've been doing. So I'm going to do my 3 moves today. 1 I just learned the other week there, and 2 I've been working on for quite a while, but because of COVID and everything, blah de blah de blah. So the first one's like a warm-up one. It's not a fancy one, I'll do describe. So stand next to the pole, pole's on my right hand side, so the arm closest to the pole, which is my right, I'm stretching that as far up as I can to the pole, and I'm standing on my tiptoes. So the leg furthest away from the pole, which is my left, I'm just kind of putting up to, what would you call it, an L shape? I don't know. Just putting it up, but not up to my chest, just hip height. And then I'm putting my wrist underneath where my knee is, so that essentially my leg is hanging over my wrist. So my wrist is laying on it, and then with that hand underneath my leg, it's gripped on to the pole at the bottom. And then all you do, I'm just going to call these wrist lifts, as I just pull myself up, and I'm pulling myself up, and the other leg is coming out behind me in a kind of like Z shape. And you just do this a couple of times, and it helps strengthen your arm muscles. I think eventually when you get strong enough, which I'm not, your leg's supposed to come out straight, which I'm not. So I'm sweating already and I haven't even started the big stuff. So inverts. I used to be able to do inverts on my own. I'm going to try one on my own first of all, but if I can't do it, I've got my beautiful spotter behind the camera. So I think basically my arm strength's not as good as it used to be, because when I do inverts, I can get my foot up and touch the pole, but I can't pull myself up. So an invert is basically going upside down in the pole. So again, standing beside the pole, the right side of the pole, I've got my 2 hands, so the hand closest to the pole goes on the bottom, and I kind of, what do you call that, a click, like just grabbing onto the pole. And then my arm furthest away from the pole goes to the top. You keep your hands at face height, not any higher than that and not any lower. Stand next to the pole with my leg closest to the pole. I will step forward, and then my leg furthest away from the pole will be my launching leg, so I will kick that one right up until that left leg comes right up in vertical and my foot touches the pole. So I'll show you what I mean. If I get up first time, miracle, caught it in camera. If not, my spotter, basically when I get up there and my foot touches the pole, I just need someone to give me a wee bum push to get myself up. So I'll show you what I mean now. My hands are all sweaty. This is not good. It's too hot today for pole. There we go. So my foot touched the pole, but I fell back down again. I'm going to do it one more time on my own, and then I'll get my beautiful spotter to come and give me a butt up. Right. Okay, beautiful spotter, come and help me. Oh, you standing there?
Yes.
Come help me get me a butt up.
Right.
Right. Just say when you're ready. Okay, I'm ready. Oh wait, you going there? Is that where
Wherever you want to go.
Oh, I don't want to kick you.
Wait, won't kick me.
Right, okay, just pretend you're not there and do my own thing, otherwise this won't work. Crap! And there we go, and that's an invert.
Stay there.
And that's an
Yes.
invert. So, do you want to describe it to them? Because I don't really have the breath to.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you can try. Both feet are up at the top of the pole, grabbed
round it, and your legs and your arms are in between your thighs. They're now crossed over on your chest, and you're holding onto the pole with your feet and legs only.
So this is all thighs and core, and then to get down, I just slide down.
Elegantly.
Like that.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's an invert, and before COVID, I used to be able to get up on my own, but now I just need a butt lift. I actually need quite a big butt lift there, and I think that's literally just because the strength in my arms is the buggery. And also, that was quite tricky because I'm quite sweaty, so I can feel myself like sliding down. So, a pole sit. Do you remember when you used to go down a fireman pole, if you went down a fireman pole, and you would just go down the fireman pole with your legs wrapped around it? Whee! Well, did you hear my ankle just cracked?
Mm-hmm.
Well, a fireman sit. A pole sit is basically when you jump up and you basically have your legs wrapped around the pole. Don't worry, no upside down, you're facing the right way up. Your legs wrapped around the pole, and you're holding yourself up again just by your legs and your core. Now, a pole sit going into a lie back, which is what I've been practicing, is when instead of sitting, you're lying back. So when you're sitting, you will gradually push yourself back. So eventually the end goal is you're basically just lying straight across the pole, which, thinking about, if I'm able to do it, I'll do it, but that is a lot of effort. It's like some sort of really, really intense sit-up V-hold kind of shenanigans. Right, so, don't know how this will go down because the pole's getting slippy. I should have got chalk or something. Liquid chalk. Right. So, pole sit. That is a pole sit, right? Now I need to try and take my hands off, but I'm sliding. It's not gonna work. I'm sliding. Let's see if I can roll these bad boys up. I'm also gonna invest in a pair of pole pants, which are just like incredibly short shorts, because people do not do pole fitness and wear all that scantily clad clothing because it's a sexual thing. It's because, well, you can't do a lot of poses without the grip. So, like this one. Right, and let me tell you, it is a burny little bugger. Right. Rachel! Is that because I said a bad word? Right, so, am I alright? Am I stable? Yes, I'm stable. So we'll take... Right, can you come behind me please, spotter? I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my right leg out straight, but my left leg is still wrapped around the pole, and I just slowly come back and come back. But obviously I haven't got to the strength point yet where I can let go. But that is essentially what it is. And then eventually it will be a case of both legs out straight and you're lying back. Okay. To come down.
You didn't really need me.
I needed you to help me support me in case I lied back, realised I didn't have the strength, and just went kaput right back.
Okay, well I thought you'd done okay there.
So eventually I lied, but I mean, how far back was I lying? Was I just...
Pretty good.
I wasn't all the way, but eventually...
Practically nearly all the way.
All the way, so... So, I was talking about my house plant earlier. Well, I've actually got plants now. So we were out in the garden centre today and we got tulips. So we got... Now I'm just calling them Estelle, but it has a full name. It's like Estelle something. What are they called? Estelle?
Estella. I really can't pronounce the second. It's a tulip and it's Estella Regenveld.
We'll just call them Estellas
like
then.
Norwegian or something.
And I picked them, so there were tulips, and you said they had like little feathery bits. And
yeah, nice wee feathery bits, and they're pink and white. We can show pictures of them.
And they're pink and white, and then I picked... That is a very noisy plane when I'm trying to vlog. And then I picked, now I thought Mum was saying Amazing Carrot. They're called Amazing Parrot, but they are orange and pink, so they could have been parrot. They're orange and pink, and again they've got the feathery bits. And then the last tulips I picked were called Prince Parrot, or Parrot Prince, whatever way it is. And they were like, would you say they're the same colour as my hair? Like cerise pink, yeah.
Yes.
They're the same colour as my hair. So I wanted all bright colours. So Mum says she's never had any luck with tulips. So she said, you know, as a joke, she's like, you're platinum. And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, okay, I'll take responsibility for these guys. So it's like I'm slowly dipping my toe into the gardening world. So you're going to show a picture of them for the sighted folk?
Yeah. This is the Parrot Prince.
Parrot Prince.
I can't see if you're showing it.
I'm sure I will be. Hold on, right? I'm sure I will be.
Okay, this is the Parrot Prince.
I can flip it around to make sure.
Okay.
Alright. Yep.
That's that one. This is the Amazing Parrot.
I'm calling it the Amazing Carrot.
Down. No, me. I'm talking to
Oh,
me.
right, okay.
Down a bit. That's it.
The Amazing Carrot.
Parrot.
Parrot.
And the last one is...
We'll just call this a Stella.
But if somebody sees the word, they can actually tell us that we're saying it wrong.
We're
and tell us
butchering
what
it.
it is.
Yeah. So yeah,
This is-
they all sound very bright and colourful, and I actually really like tulips. And so yeah, they're just bulbs just now. So you plant them now, and then they pop up in April. So it'll be a while before you can see them in all their glory. But I will keep you updated. I will do regular updates on my babies, and they all have names. We've got Prince, Parrot, and a Stella. Yes, but we can't thingy them today. We can't plant them today because we don't have enough compost. So we will get that tomorrow, and Mum will teach me how to plant a bulb, because I have no idea. Because I have no idea what to do in the garden, but I'm learning. I am learning. Parsnip, you came to join me, my garden dog, for a spot of gardening. I don't even know if you're in frame. Parsnip, come here. Come here. Alright, just ignore me. I don't know if you're in frame or not, but you are there. We have a pot somewhere down here. Aha, here it is. And it's got the last of the compost in it. And I am going to start planting these plants that we got yesterday, because yesterday was Monday and I'm filming, and today is Tuesday. And it's the 7th of September and it's 24 degrees outside. It's not right. Like, it's not right at all. Oh, here comes Mum. Is this Mum with more compost?
No, the stool.
Oh, aye, my stool is sitting on the floor. This is like a main channel video because I got my tripod set up.
Aye.
But it's not, it's just a gardener's world.
Yes.
But it's not Monty, it's Ray, who's
Richie.
it's Rachie. It's not Monty, it's Rachie. Right. And I don't have my dogs with me.
No.
Don't know where they are. They're away at a walk. Right. So I'm going to use my hands because to put compost in this pot. And a lot of people will be like, oh no, hands, it's dirty work. But Mum was showing me a clip of a lady on Gardener's World who was also blind, and she uses her hands and her feet for everything because this compost is really like moist. It feels like, I don't want to compare it to a lovely moist sponge cake, but that's what it's like. Anyway, she does everything with her hands because she doesn't like wearing gloves, because when you can't see, you feel everything with your hands. So to wear gloves, it's like you're blind. And I totally get where she's coming from, because I wore gloves before, mainly just so I wasn't getting soil under my nails, because my nails are getting quite long. But it's just you just don't pick up things the same way. You don't feel the same way. So I'm just filling this pot. Do you know what? Would you say that's halfway? I think that's halfway. Right, I think that's halfway. So now we're going to put my tulip bulbs in. I'm using the Estelle ones, and I have to put them in a pointy bit up, and they have to be 4 inches apart. So my phone's 5 inches, so what we're going to do is we're going to pop it in. I'm going to use my phone as a ruler. I'm going to get it out. I'm going to get my phone covered in soil. Oh well. Get my phone out. And then my phone's 5 inches, so if I put my phone in the pot, if I put this tulip like here, if it goes right here, I mean that seems quite good. I almost want to like push it down, nestle it in, but I don't think you're supposed to because they get buried anyway. My only concern is they're supposed to be like 4 inches apart, and I have 7 in this packet, and I don't know if I'm going to have enough room to put all 7 in this pot if they're supposed to be 4 inches apart. Where's the pointy bit? Is that the pointy bit? Gosh, they're all such strange shapes. I think that's the pointy bit. There's no other pointy bit. So again, use my phone. Make sure that they're 4 inches apart. So only down to, I could put it like, maybe move this over just the tiniest bit. Like here. And then move that to there. They've all got their own room. And I will just... Bye guys, see you in April when you'll be the best tulips you ever did see. And then we'll fill the pot up until the ridge bit. I see why people garden, it is quite therapeutic. And now that the sun's went behind the cloud as well, it's not too warm. So we're not quite at the ridge yet, keep going. And then, oh, wait till I show you the plants I got yesterday. I think I was telling you about them, my lemon fizz and my lavender. Because you guys know how much I don't like lavender, but I'm actually getting quite into lavender now. I don't know, very strange, there's no reason for it. So yeah. So we went to the garden centre and because apparently in Gardener's World you get plants and you put bulbs in, but then you put like winter plants on top so that when the winter plants die, the tulips come up through the... Again, I don't know, I'm not a garden expert. And this is very different content for my video. There'll be some people watching it thinking, what? Gardening plants? Really? How old are you getting? And there'll be other people watching it like... my Aunt Elizabeth and Audrey, hi if you're watching, that'll be like, oh, finally content we can get on board with. Okay, so got my wee plants here. Wait, here. So first of all I'm going to put, where is it? My grass in. So I don't know what the official name for this grass is, but I wanted to buy it because it's so fluffy feeling. It feels like some sort of little bunny tail or a Shih Tzu that's had its hair done. It feels so cute. It'll probably say in the little leaflet thing here. So I think all we do is we just, how do we, dig it out, pull it out, dig it out, oh, there we go. And then we find a wee house for it. I'll put it in the middle. Mum says it's best to put it in the middle, so we'll make a wee dent for it and we'll squash it in. And I think prior to doing planting you kind of leave half of it up, half of it out, and then we'll cover it in more soil eventually. Look at that, oh, isn't that cute? Right, so we also have, is this my lemon fizz or my lavender? Let me see. Oh, there's beasties crawling on me, not good. This is my lemon fizz, which, no joke, smells like some sort of lemon tea, which is why I wanted it. So, my garden, let's put you up here. Up here? Do we have enough for this? This is the only fear I have. I'm going to have to come in and get Mum later to just make sure, because I just kind of feel as if they're all like on top of each other. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, my garden if I get into gardening, which I probably will if I'm taking after my mum, will probably be all like feeling and textures, and do you know what? It's not beasties crawling on me, it's this grass. So this is my own little... Okay. Oh, no, we'll get you in a minute, John, because I am gardening. Right. This is another lemon fizz. We'll just put the 2 lemon fizzies together. I think that's a good thing to do. We'll just put the 2 lemon fizzies at the back. Right. Oh, that lemon fizz is quite big. Anyway. Actually, no, I was going to say that might be lavender. It's definitely not lavender. That's lemon fizz. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually just going to put some compost in and around that lemon fizz, because it's poking up way too much for me, and I know there's supposed to be gaps and everything, but I don't know, it just... I'm not happy with it. I'll be getting soil all over my phone. Oh well. And I'll just... every time a buzzy thing goes by me, I get such a fright that it's going to be a wasp. The joys of being blind and not knowing whether it's a bee or a blue bottle or something more sinister. Okay. That'll do just now. And then I have my 2 lavenders, which, oh yeah, they smell, see, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I'm just really into lavender right now. Come on. Come on. Out you come. There we go. And we'll put you at the front. We'll just make a wee hole for you to get nice and snug. I am chucking soil everywhere, as you can probably hear. Nice and snug. Look at that, look at that. And then again, I'm just gonna put some soil on around this guy, because she's sticking out just a wee bit, and I'm not a plant expert. I don't know how to like fix that. Okay, and then the last lavender, and once I get, where, did we only buy 1 lavender? Maybe we only bought 1 lavender. Is that okay? I feel like they're all squeezed a lot.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Are you sure they're not squeezed?
No, it's beautiful.
Are they all happy? Because is there not? Because I feel like it's sticking out a wee bit, and
Look, you need to push right down.
I didn't want to hurt them.
No, but you need to push the soil down. You don't want any air.
Okay. And I hope my tulips are okay too. Like, I spreaded them out as much as I could, but I thought it was a struggle to get all 7 of them in the pot when they had to be 4 inches apart, but I've done my best.
I think it's looking good.
Okay, and I just want to make sure my
I
grass
would maybe
isn't...
move the grass over a wee bit.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because I thought we had 2 lavenders, so I needed room for down here, but then I realised we only had the 1
Yes.
lavender, so I could probably move the grass so that there's more room
Yeah. Look.
between the lemon fizzies and the lavender.
Yeah.
Yeah, down here.
There.
That keeps tickling my leg, and I keep thinking it's a wee beastie.
There you.
There.
Make sure it's tucked in. They've all got to be tucked in. Right
Oh.
down.
Aye. I do love the lemon fizzies though. Now, do they get watered?
They do, but you make sure there's no air gaps. Like,
I feel like I'm being harsh on
you
them.
know what? You've got to make sure they have contact.
Okay,
And then, yes, they do get watered.
okay. And that's it.
That's it. And it's beautiful.
I'm going to have a smell in the room. Oh, go away, buzzy things.
Would you like the hose over?
Yes, please.
And I'll turn it on for you. So it's a wee shimmer.
I'm going to move my
We
phone
really
out of the way.
shouldn't. Eh?
I'm going to move my phone out of the way.
Mist. It's on a mist. So you take that.
Is a mist not good for it?
Yes.
Okay.
And you press. Just leave it there. That's it, and I'll turn it on.
You really shouldn't what you were going to say.
Water in the sun, but it's not too bad if you water down in the soil and not the leaves. Right, you need to press the button.
Right, well, I'm trying to get down to the soil.
Good water.
Go away, buzzy things.
That's a bee.
That's alright then. Oh, lavender smells nice when it's wet. Right, do you think that's enough or do you think it needs more?
A wee drop more.
A wee drop, any particular place?
Anywhere, just let
Anywhere?
it scoot in and it'll
Oh.
get down to the bottom.
You can hear it like, it's like Cocoa Pops, putting in milk in your Cocoa Pops. There we go, that's it, had a good once over. Oh, hello, Star. Hiya.
Now what I need to do is, I've got another pot.
Don't you be eating my plants.
What we'll need to do is get more of the same plants.
Wait, where is he? Where is he? Start.
No, it won't.
Start.
Don't. That's mean. Oh, no like.
He doesn't like water.
No. Do you?
Oh, it's actually quite nice because it's a mist. It's actually
I'm just
quite nice.
emptying the hose.
You're actually getting half of that in my legs.
It's a mist.
Mist what?
Spray.
You're getting it all over my legs.
Just emptying the hose, that's it.
I saw it, it's dark. The water's gone.
So there you go. So what we'll do is, we've got another pot, but what we'll do is, we've got the bulbs, but I think I'll go down and get more of the same plants so we can have another one, the same.
The lavender and the lemon fizzies.
Exactly the same.
And we can put more tulips
Uh-huh.
in that one too. And we can put the amazing parrot in that one. I'm putting them in the order that I discovered them in.
Okay, well I turn this off now.
Uh-huh.
Are you finished?
No, you can turn it off.
Make sure your folks see this beautiful basket. I'll come in.
It does smell lovely.
Does it? Yep, that's nice.